So today we have to start general ledger accounting. Just a minute. Yes. So general ledger accounting. The general ledger accounting is called main ledger because all the information required for the preparation of financial statements is processed from general ledger accounting only. Here, the main purpose of the financial accounting is to prepare the P&L account and balance sheet, right? So in order to prepare the P&L account, we need expense information and revenues information. Similarly, to prepare balance sheet, we require assets information and liabilities information. So all this information is available in the general ledger accounting only. That's why this general ledger accounting is called main ledger. And we have other modules in FI like accounts payable. AP means accounts payable. AR means account receivables. AM means asset accounting. TV means travel management. BL means bank ledger accounting or bank accounting. So these are the sub-modules in financial accounting. These sub-modules in financial accounting are called subsidiary ledgers. And these subsidiary ledgers are integrated with the general ledger. Then outside FI, we have metals management, right? So the metals management is also integrated with the FI through accounts payable. Similarly, we have sales and distribution module. So the sales and distribution module is integrated with FI through account receivables. So how they are integrated with the FI, we will see later on as a separate topic. So not only MM and SD, there are other modules also there. There are other modules like HR is there, project systems is there, plan to maintenance is there, quality management is there, production planning and control is there. Like that, there are many modules in SAP. All these modules are also integrated with the financial accounting general ledger. You know, each module is used to process the business transactions in the respective departments. So every day, some expenses will take place in every department and they earn some revenues also. Whenever the expenses are incurred and revenues are derived, these are entered by the end users in the respective departments. Through the process of integration, all these expense and revenues information and also all other liabilities information and assets information is available in the general ledger accounting. So in the general ledger accounting, we have the complete information of expenses, revenues, assets and liabilities relating to a company code. So from the general ledger accounting, you can draw a balance sheet and also P&L account. That's why this general ledger accounting is called main ledger. Clear, no? And the information to CO is also taken from general ledger accounting only. So how the information is taken to controlling from the general ledger accounting, we will discuss later on separately at the time of controlling. So in every module, first we have to maintain a master record. For example, in the general ledger accounting, we have to maintain the master record for every GL account. In accounts payable, we maintain a master record for every vendor account. In account receivable, we maintain the master record for every customer. So what is master record? There are two types of data. Number one, master data. The data which is permanent in existence is called master data. The record which contains the master data is called master record. The master data is again and again used during the processing. Example, GL account name, GL account number, account currency, etc. That means whatever the data that is permanent in existence is called master data. Let us take one example. See here, we have one GL account, rent account. So we have one GL account, rent account. So the name of the GL account is rent account, right? Then every GL account is identified with a number, right? So let us say that number is 400, 300. And this GL account, rent account is maintained in the Indian rupees. Is maintained in Indian rupees, right? So like that, this is called master data. Because the name of the GL account, rent account is same throughout the life of the enterprise. Similarly, right, the name of the account, see, the name of the account, that is rent account, is same throughout the life of the enterprise. And the account number is also 400, 300 is also same throughout the life of the enterprise. And account currency is also same throughout the life of the enterprise. Like that, whatever the data that is permanent in existence is called master data. Clear? Suppose if you want to display GL account balance, we use the account number. That means the master data is used again and again to process the data. That is called master data, right? Then we have number two, transactional data. It is the data which is posted to the record, master record, during the daily management of the business. This is temporary in existence. That means, for example, every month rent is 20,000, right? So on 1/4/2022, you have paid and posted to bank rent 20,000. On 1/4/2022, you have paid rent and you have posted to bank 20,000. When you pay rent, debit rent account, credit bank account, right? Similarly, on 1/5/2022, you have paid rent and you have posted to bank 20,000. Similarly, on 1/6/2022, you have paid rent and you have posted to bank 20,000. Similarly, on 1/7/2022, you have paid rent and you have posted to bank 20,000. So this is called transactional data. This is called transactional data. So these transactional data is posted to master record during the day-to-day management of the business. And this transactional data is temporary in existence. Why? Because at the end of every fiscal year, you total all the expenses posted to the rent account and the total is transferred to P&L account by making the balance in the rent account zero. Again, from 1st April 2023, right? it will accumulate or it is posted fresh data. Clear? So master data and transaction data. So for every GL account, first you need to maintain the master data. Clear? So every GL account master record contains the data under two segments, chart of account segment and a company code segment. Every GL account contains the data under two segments. Number one, chart of account segment. Number two, company code segment. Then in the chart of account segment, you maintain the GL account number, GL account name, account group, short text and long text. Short text and long text is nothing but GL account name, nothing else. So this is only the data. This is only the data which you maintain in the chart of account segment. Then in the company code segment, you maintain the data like account currency, only balances in local currency, line item display, sort key, field status variant, etc., etc. In addition to this information, we maintain a lot of other information in the company code segment. So when several company codes are used in the same chart of accounts, this data is same in all company codes. Whatever the data you maintain in the chart of account segment, whatever the data you maintain in the chart of account segment will be same in all the company codes using same chart of accounts. You know, several company codes can use the same chart of accounts provided some conditions are satisfied. So when several company codes are using the same chart of accounts, this data is same in all the company codes. But whatever the data you maintain in the company code segment is specific to and available to that company code. See here, this segment contains the data such as account currency, line item display, and sort key. This data is specific and available to each company. So what is the advantage of segregating the data into different segments? This is very useful when several company codes are using the same chart of accounts. So when several company codes are using the same chart of accounts, it is enough to maintain the chart of accounts data only once. As a result, we can reduce the data footprint in the database. Let us take one example. So we have company code ABC1, okay? Then ABC2, then ABC3, okay? Here, all the company codes are using the same chart of accounts, XYZ. Okay, all the company codes are using the same chart of accounts, right? XYZ. Then all the company codes have taken the term loan from HSBC Bank. Okay, all the company codes have taken the term loan from HSBC Bank, right? In that case, we have to maintain the GL account, HSBC Bank term loan account in all the three company codes, right? So the account name is HSBC Bank term loan account. Okay, then the account number. Here, when we assign the same chart of accounts to several company codes, the account groups will be same, right? In that case also, right? The account number, let us say 100, 300, right? Then the account group, the account group is what? Secured loans. So here, all this data, right? This data is same in all the company codes. Same here. Account number, account name, and account group will be same in all the three company codes. Still no clear? But here, what happened is account currency. Account currency means what? The currency in which the GL account is maintained, right? That is called account currency. Here, ABC1 company code has taken the term loan in Indian rupees. So in ABC1 company code, the account currency will be INR. Then ABC2 company code has taken the term loan in US dollar. So in ABC2, account currency will be US dollar from the same GL account, HSBC Bank term loan account. Similarly, in ABC3 company code has taken the term loan in Great Britain pound. Even though the name of the GL account is same, even though account number and account group is same, but account currency may differ from company code to company because different company codes may take the term loan in different currencies. So this is called company code specific data. This is called company code specific data. So this is available for the company codes only. Here, because this data is same in every company code, it is enough to maintain the same data only once. Suppose if you don't have this function, you have to maintain the same data in three company codes 3 times, which leads to data duplication in the database. That's why SAP classifies the data in the GL account master record into 2 segments, chart of account segment and a company code segment. In each segment, we maintain different information. Clear? So we can create the general ledger master record in the following ways. Number 1, centrally. Means we can enter the data both in chart of account segment and a company code segment at a time. Continue the sentence, please. This method is also called creation of GL account master record. This method is also called within inverted quotations, please. Within inverted quotations, creation of GL account centrally. Creation of GL account centrally, or one-step method. Okay. Number 2, at chart of accounts level first, then at the company code level. That means we can create the GL account master record. Means first we maintain the data in the chart of accounts level, then we maintain the data at the company code level. That's why this method is also called 2-step method, right? Write down. Continue the sentence, please. This method is also called 2-step method. This method is also called 2-step method. Now we will see both the methods, okay? Here, let us create some number of GL accounts. Here, I am going to take you through the total accounting process logically. Then at the end of FI, I will show you the clear-cut picture of P&L account and balance sheet, right? So let us start with the creation of GL account. equity share capital account. So creation of GL master using one-step method or centrally. In the one-step method, you maintain the data both in chart of account segment and a company code segment at a time, right? Just a minute. So creation of equity share capital account. So every GL account is identified with a number, right? So which number we have to take? How do we decide? Check up the list of account groups and identify the account group under which we have to create the GL master and choose the GL account number. Transaction code OBD4. So in the transaction code OBD4, we have defined the account groups, right? So first you need to go to OBD4. In OBD4, right, we create the account groups. See, click on position, give the chart of accounts, SSKV. These are our account groups, right? So equity share capital account is to be created under the share capital group. Okay. Then for this account group, we have defined the number ranges 1 lakh to 1,99,000. So technically speaking, we can take any number between these two numbers. Like we can take either 1 lakh or 1,99,000, 1,10,000, 1,02,000, 1,20,000, 1,25,000, any number we can take. But that number should be between these two numbers. Okay, so I'm taking this is the first account we are creating under the share capital group, right? So I am taking 1 lakh. Like that, every time you have to decide the number like this. Path is starting with accounting. Means it is the end user job. Path is starting with accounting. I told you, no, for any activity, if the path starts with SPRO, that is the job of the consultant. If it starts something other than SPRO, that is the job of the end user. So here, these GL account master records are created by end users. But at the time of implementation, the consultants themselves will log on to the client server and they create all the GL account master records. After the implementation also, sometimes there is a need to create some more GL accounts. In that case, they are created by end users only. Right? So here, the authorization to create a GL account master record is given to some higher level employee, right? Like manager finance, senior manager finance, or senior accounts officer like that. Lower level employees will not have the access and authorization to create the GL account master records. Okay. So path is accounting. So you can use another session by clicking on this button. This is called create new session shortcut. So accounting is always part of your SAP Easy Access. Accounting, financial accounting, general ledger. After general ledger, right? Master records. Master records. After master records, right? You add one folder. One folder is missing in your material. Master records, GL accounts. After master records, you please add one folder, GL accounts. After that, individual processing. Then centrally, FS00. Now, GL account is equal to, please write down, 1 lakh. GL account is equal to 1 lakh. Just like that, I'm taking the number 1 lakh or 100,000. Company code SSKV. company code SSKV. Now see the material, please. Go to menu, GL account create. This is called menu bar, right? Go to menu, GL account create. Look at the scheme. Control in the chart of accounts means this is the chart of account segment data. Just a minute. So this is the chart of account segment data. You maintain the account group, right? Short text and long text and account number. So this data is called chart of account segment data. See here, control in the chart of accounts means chart of accounts data. So account group is, please write down, account group is equal to share capital. Account group is equal to share capital. Then the share capital account is displayed in balance sheet or P&L account?
Balance sheet, sir.
Exactly. So select balance sheet. So here, beside the balance sheet, right, you put one tick mark here like this. Put one tick mark here like this. Select balance sheet account. Then short text. Short text is equal to share capital account. Short text is equal to share capital account. Within brackets, 20 characters. Means in this field, you can enter up to 20 characters. GL account long text is also share capital account. Within brackets, 50 characters. Clear? Then we will discuss Chandrasekhar, right? I have seen your doubt in WhatsApp. I will discuss that. GL account long text is equal to share capital account. Now, go to control data tab, right? Go to control data tab. This is called control data tab. Go to control data tab means you have to click on this control data tab. Account currency INR. Look at the scheme. Account control in the company code. Means from now onwards, it is all the company code data segment. So account currency INR. And actually, I did not enter INR, right? When you click on control data, system automatically defaults INR as account currency because it is defaulted from the company code local currency. At the time of defining the company code, we have given the currency INR, no? That is called company code local currency. So that company code local currency is defaulted as account currency. If necessary, we can change the account currency. But what is account currency? See the material. The fields in the GL account master record. Just a minute. The fields in the general ledger master record. Number one, account currency. It is the currency in which the GL account is maintained. So here, for the share capital account currency INR means this share capital account is maintained in Indian rupees. The account currency is automatically defaulted from the company code local currency. And we can change the account currency if necessary. So what is the necessity to change the account currency? Suppose, for example, right, This is share capital account. Now, you have taken one term loan from HSBC Bank in US dollars. You have taken one term loan from HSBC Bank in US dollars. In that case, you maintain the GL account, HSBC Bank term loan account. Then when you come to control data tab, account currency INR will be defaulted there. But as you have taken the term loan in US dollars, account currency should be USD. So you can remove INR, you can enter USD. Remember, most of the GL accounts are maintained in company called local currency. If necessary, how to change, I'm explaining you. So account currency INR. Okay. Then, if the currency is company called local currency, if the account currency is company called local currency, then we can push the business transactions in any currency into that account. We can push the business transactions in any currency into that account. That means here, this is the share capital account, right? This is the share capital account, right? So for this share capital account currency is INR. In that case, we can push the business transactions into the share capital account in any currency. So for example, some of your US citizens have contributed towards your share capital and they have paid their application money in US dollars. Then you can post it. Sometimes some of the UK nationals have contributed their application money in GBP. That also you can post. So if the account currency is INR, if the account currency is company called local currency, then we can post the business transactions in any currency. Clear? Then, if the account currency is other than company called local currency, that is foreign currency, then we can post the business transactions into that account in that currency only. That means, suppose, for example, you have taken the term loan from the HSBC Bank in US dollar. In that case, the account currency will be US dollar. Then we can post the business transactions into that account only in US dollars. That's it. Why so? Say, for example, account currency USD for the HSBC term loan. So what are the business transactions you post in the HSBC term loan account? Receipt of term loan, repayment of term loan, interest calculation of the term loan. Apart from these transactions, do you post any other business transactions? No. When you're taking the term loan in US dollar, you receive the term loan in US dollar only. When you receive the term loan in US dollar, it has to be posted in US dollar only. Similarly, when you're taking the term loan in US dollar, the repayment also is to be done in the US dollar only. Then, when you're taking the term loan in Indian, when you're taking the term loan in US dollars, right, you have to calculate interest in US dollars only. Tell me, where is the necessity to post another business transaction in the HSBC term loan in any other currency? No. That's why when the account currency is other than company called local currency, we can post the business transactions only in that currency. Okay. Then see the material. Select only balances in local currency. Against this, you just to put one tick mark here. Select only balances in local currency. So what is this again? If this checkbox is selected, the system displays the balances in the company called local currency only. For this purpose, if any foreign currency business transactions are posted, the system will convert those foreign currency business transactions into the company called local currency. For this, we require some settings. Here, I told you, if the account currency is INR, if the account currency is company called local currency, we can post the business transactions in any currency, right? So in this case, share capital account. When some of the US citizens have paid their application money in US dollar, that can be posted in US dollar. But again, it will be converted into company called local currency when you select this checkbox, only balances in local currency. For that purpose, we require some settings. So what are those settings? We will see later on. Clear? Now, write one more point, continue. This checkbox should not be selected for the accounts maintained in foreign currencies and reconciliation accounts. Maintained in foreign currencies and reconciliation account. What is reconciliation account? We will discuss later on. But for the time being, please remember this point. Then select line item display. Against this sentence, just put one tick mark. You can scroll down. Select line item display. What is this line item display? By selecting this checkbox, the system displays the line items in this GL account. That means it maintains the details of the business transactions posted. That means, for example, if you take this rent account, right? This is called details of the business transactions. When you select this line item display, the system will display the details of postings like this, right? Then sort key is equal to (001). Sort key is equal to 001 within brackets posting key. Sort key is equal to 001 within brackets posting date. So what is sort key again? It is the criteria according to which the business transactions are organized in the GL account. The sort keys are system defined. That means here, these are the business transactions, right? So these business transactions are organized in this rent account according to these dates, right? These dates are called posting dates. So when you enter the sort key 001, the system will maintain these business transactions according to these dates. Clear? And these sort keys are system defined. See, if you press on F4, you can see the sort keys define the system. Right? Sort key 001 posting date, right? Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. If you remember, in the field status group G001, we have selected business area and text as required entities, right? Now we are assigning the field status group G001 in the GL account 1 lakh, right? Okay. Then at the time of either debiting or creating the GL account 1 lakh, the system will ask you to enter the business area and text as compulsory. That is the impact of field status. Right? While posting the transactions, I will show you this. Click on save. Data was saved. So we have created GL account 1 lakh, right? Now let us create one more GL account. Creation of cash account. Cash account means cash in hand. So under which account group this cash account is to be created? Again, you have to check up your account groups. Cash in hand is part of your current assets, right? So we have an account group, SSKV, right? Current assets, loans and advances. Cash in hand account is to be created under the current assets, loans and advances, and the defined number range is 2,100,000 to 2,199,000. Right? So I'm going to take 2,100,000. Like that, every time you have to select the number like this. Procedure is same. Write down. Now I am creating cash account. GL account is equal to 2,100,000. Just to give me 1 second. Yes, I am back. So GL account is equal to 2,100,000. Company code SSKV. Go to menu GL account create. Same procedure. Account group is current assets, loans, and advances. Please write down. Account group is current assets, loans, and advances. Select balance sheet account. Short text is equal to cash account. GL account long text is also cash account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. So for every GL account, compulsory we have to maintain these fields only minimum to minimum. Other fields we will select on the basis of the requirement. And these scenarios also we will see later on. What are the other fields we maintain at different scenarios? Those things also we will see later on. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Then select relevant to cash flow checkbox. Select relevant to cash flow checkbox. Please write down there. This checkbox is selected. This checkbox is selected only for cash accounts and bank accounts. This checkbox is selected only for cash accounts and bank accounts. When this with the help of this indicator being selected, with the help of this indicator being selected, with the help of this indicator being selected, the system can recognize the payment document. So what is the significance of this indicator? This I will show you clearly at the time of house banks in accounts payable. But for the time being, remember the notes, that's it. Click on save. Now, some other GL accounts we create in tomorrow's class. Any questions from anybody? Okay, then see you tomorrow. Good night and good day.